Countries are racing to procure shots from vaccine makers. In Southeast Asia alone, our neighbors are scrambling to execute strategies to gradually inoculate their citizens. Let's track how the race has evolved in the region based on Bloomberg's compiled data. Now, Indonesia, the most infected country in the region, has taken the apparent lead. China's Sinovac has already delivered a first batch of vaccines earlier this month. The next batch is expected in January. While Sinovac has committed 125 million doses to the archipelago, Indonesia is also expecting 30 million more shots from Novavax and more than 57 million from its very own Merah Putih. Indonesia plans to immunize 107 million people, but when it comes to Pfizer, which has been recognized by regulatory officials in the UK and the US, smaller and wealthier Singapore has the head start, with the first batch of vaccines expected to be delivered by the end of December. By the first quarter of 2021, Singapore is also expecting to receive its first batch of Arcturus vaccines, which the nation is co-developing. Meanwhile, here in the Philippines, vaccine czar Carlito Galvez says vaccination using China's Sinovac and Russia's Sputnik V shots could also be expected within the first 3 months of next year. Malaysia will receive its first batch of Pfizer vaccines around the same period, which will be followed by other batches in succeeding quarters. Malaysia's agreement with Pfizer covers 128 million doses, or rather 12.8 million doses to vaccinate 6.4 million people. Coming to mid-2021, the Philippines may expect the rollout of at least 2.6 million doses of AstraZeneca's vaccine procured by the private sector. That's slated for May 2021. Thailand has also secured AstraZeneca shots to be made available by mid-2021. The nation wants to inoculate 50% of its population next year. Thailand is also developing its own vaccine, which they project to be available by end of 2021. As for Vietnam, the nation is working on developing vaccines and will work with suppliers when vaccines are available. Its locally developed Nanocovax is seen to start production in 2022 if tests are successful.